Can you reread it?
A magazine wants to include a contribution from its reader for an article called The Book That Influenced Me Most. Write a letter to the editor of the magazine about the book that influenced you most. In your letter, describe what this book was about. Point 2, explain how this book influenced you. 3, say whether this book would be likely to influence other people.
Okay. Thank you. Now read your write-in, please.
Dear sir or madam, comma, I'm writing this letter in reference to an article about the book that influenced me most. I would like to describe my favorite book, which I have read last week. The book named Zawiya is written by Ishfaq Ahmad, one of the best writer of Pakistan. The book is about the life coaching and lessons for living a peaceful, successful life. There are many chapters in it describing the problematic situations and their solutions by controlling own feelings. All parts of the book inspire me a lot, and I am very fond of writer's idea of
That's
explaining
all. That's all.
simple.
Just wait. Let's just not move to the next page right now. I'm just going to reread it. I'm writing this letter in reference to an article about the book that influenced me the most. I would like to describe my favorite book, which I have read last week. The book named Zawiya is written by Ishfaq Ahmad, one of the best writers, right? One of the best, because there are many, so we are going to put an S in here. One of the best writers, one out of many, right? We never say, like, if I would ask you who's your favorite cousin, you have many cousins, so you will tell me one of my favorite cousins is Zara, right? Cousins, one out of many. The book is about life coaching and lessons for living a peaceful, successful life. Is that and?
Oh, comma.
Okay, you just have to write an and in it. There are many chapters in it describing the problematic solutions and their situations and their solutions by controlling one's feelings, wrong spelling of feelings. One's. Okay? All parts
Yes.
of the book going good so far. Let's read further. Okay, now continue.
Inspire me a lot, and I am very fond of writer's idea of
Hmm,
explaining simple way of handling
hmm,
life situations.
hmm, hmm,
I have read many books of same writer
hmm,
and gain a lot of life knowledge,
hmm,
but this Zawiya book inspired me more.
hmm,
I
hmm,
would like to read more serious series of this book.
hmm,
When I read this book, the style of explanation
hmm,
and relations between its topic was outstanding.
hmm, hmm,
I'm pretty sure that this book would grab other readers' attention as well.
hmm. Okay.
By reading this book, a reader would be able to see their own life with a new perspective.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I, w- I would like to suggest others to read this book and get experience by their own.
Hmm.
I would like to express my gratitude to you for giving me this opportunity of expressing my views about my favorite book. Yours
Okay.
faithfully, Sabah.
Okay, that's not bad at all. That's pretty nice. I just want to give you a tip in case that in exam you want to build your sentence first. Okay, beautiful. Like for example, a topic sentence is good. You did a good job with the beginning, but with each paragraph you have to say, firstly, I want to describe what this book is about. Okay, with every sentence in here. Now listen to me very carefully because this is important. This can change your entire score. For example, do you get me this point? Describe what this book was about. So when we get to your writing, we have this point in here. You wrote it beautifully. You wrote me generally in here, right? Generally, the book is about. So you have to mention firstly or primarily, I'd like to tell you what this book is about, right? Then you say, then you put semicolons and then you say, this book is about life coaching. What is missing for us? For us, only topic sentences are missing. All right, beautiful.
Okay. Okay.
It is important. You have to pay attention to this. Examiner would give you marks for writing topic sentences and explaining them further. I'm sure you might have studied social studies or Islamic studies. Have you noticed that there's a heading? After that, there is
Yes.
one top line that carries the main idea that what are you going to talk about ahead, right? So
Yes,
that
ma'am.
one line in here is this one that is
Firstly, I would
describe. Firstly, I want to describe what this book was about. And then, like, if you will write this in here, you will not write wrong grammar because this would be in your mind, right? Then you would put semicolons in here, and then you can describe whatever you just told me in there, right? Not asking
yes,
you to
ma'am.
make any changes to your writing, just asking you to learn how to organize because there are marks for organization of ideas in here. Okay. Further, let's have a look at the second page now. Inspire me. Okay. Last word in here is all parts of the book inspired me. Okay. ED.
Yes. ED.
Inspire. ED. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Inspired me a lot, and I am very fond of writers' ideas of explaining simple way of handling life situations. This is beautiful. Oh, what would be the topic sentence here, Sabah? You'll tell me.
Secondly,
Hmm.
what's the question?
Wait, let me open it.
I want to explain how this book influenced me.
Influence.
Secondly,
That's
uh,
good.
mm,
How will you start it? Beautiful. You'll start it off by saying that, secondly, I want to, secondly, I
I
want to
want to
explain how this book
this book.
influenced me. And then you mention all of this after semicolons, right? I've read many books, but this book was amazing. I have read many books of the same writer and gained ED, a lot
Gained.
of knowledge, of life knowledge, but this Zavia book inspired
Gained.
me more. I would like to read more series of this book. When I read this book, the style of explanation and relations between its topic. Mm, mm-hmm. Okay. Topic was okay because we're talking about two things, so if we can go with were outstanding. I'm really pretty sure this is too. If you can use something better in here. I'm certain, right? Or I'm sure, or undoubtedly, that this book would what is grasp.
A grab. Grab.
Grabbing is catching. Okay, all right. Can grab. This book would grab. It ends with a
B.
B and there's no E.
Mm, I
Other
know.
readers' attention as well. By reading this book, readers would be able to see their. Now, what would be the topic sentence for this last paragraph? Beautiful, could you guide me?
Say whether this
No,
book
how
would be
how
like to influence.
how would you start it?
Um. F-
Thirdly, or
thirdly,
lastly,
lastly, I would like to explain how this book influenced the other people?
Yeah. Lastly, I'd like to say or mention or describe anything you can use. If, whether means if this book would be likely to influence other people or not, right? You have to
Okay.
mention that in here. So then you can say, yes, I would like to express my apologies. I'm pretty sure that this book can influence anyone. Okay? I hope you understand what I'm saying. This is something so basic.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Lastly, I want to say if this book,
Would be or can influence other people or not, right?
yes, ma'am.
You're just mentioning, then you answer that question also. You said that, I'm pretty sure, I'm
Uh-huh.
certain that this can absolutely inspire anyone. Okay, see their own life with a new perspective. I would like to suggest others to read this book and get experience by by them by themselves.
By themselves.
I would like to express my gratitude to you for giving me this opportunity of this is extra, there are no marks for it, okay? But if you want to
Yeah,
write it, that's your choice. There's marks are just for introduction,
points.
yeah, and explaining these points. Even if you don't want to say you're faithfully Sabah Bashir, it doesn't matter. The real
Mm.
deal is this in here, the content that you're creating. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
It's all right if you've
We
ended
can
it.
write.
It's fine. It's perfect.
We can write this to cover our.
Words, in case you have written less words, but I'm sure you've written more than 150. But the good thing about general training is that you are supposed to write more than 150. And if you can write 200, still, that's your choice if you can manage, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Overall, brilliant. It's great. I can give you 3 out of 4. So usually it is said that there are 4 bands for writing task 1 and 5 bands for writing task 2. Some people say there are just 3 bands for it, but I think it has to be proportionate, so I'm sure 4. Okay, anyone else with a letter?